Andre into that game late in the third, and obviously I'm sure you were thrilled with how that went once he actually.
Yeah, that's one of those where you're thrilled because he played so well and you got the result. And now you're wondering why you didn't use him earlier, right? A little bit, to be honest. But I don't know. I think it was. We knew we were going to have to use him again. Joel was, down to only a few minutes in the second half. So it was coming eventually, and I just thought it was time to try to find some spark of energy, right? And he certainly provided it, because all of a sudden the rebounding got a lot easier and some offensive extra possessions and all that stuff. And he certainly made a couple good contributions on some of the defense. The defense was tough, Those guards are really talented, quick and strong, and we're getting down the lane a lot. And we had to come up with a couple different coverages there late, and he made a couple plays on that too. He got knocked the ball away a couple times, so he had a huge game.
You had 20 minutes from Joel again, but you were more aggressive using them early. I guess just what was the thought process with that, and what did you make of the way that he played?
Yeah, I think that obviously he played really well, right? And I think he was feeling good. So we didn't want to have a long cooling off period, which I think you ride the hot hand a little bit, and is why we used a few more in the first half, I think. But no, he certainly was. I thought again took good shots, took rhythm shots. Got to the line a little bit, drove in there a couple times. So, I think it was certainly a much better performance. And I don't know, I look forward to having that minute restriction go up a little, if we can.
You talked a lot about his shooting ability, Joel, and wanting his three-point volume potentially higher. It seemed like that was a focus for him. I guess just what element does that add for your offense, and what makes that such a
Yeah, I think again, just the simple fact that he's such a good three-point shooter. You want a guy that's that good a shooter to get some volume attempts, right? But again, it's also going to hopefully open up some driving lanes and open up some next actions in the offense as well. Yeah.
Obviously, Quinn hopped off the bench and had a huge night for you. How important is it to have a guy like him for your second unit, just to provide that jolt of scoring a little bit?
Yeah, it's actually it's ideal if you can continue to do that. I think I see him as I try to get him kind of starter minutes off the bench, right? I don't know what he ended up with tonight, 30. It's still a little low. It's really hard when you don't start a guy to get him into that 35 to 40 range. It just is. It just seems like it's too quick a sub all the time if you're going to bring him in 3 or 4 minutes into the quarter. But we'll keep looking around at some stuff. And again, I thought the group without him there went, kind of turned the game, but I knew he was kind of like he was playing well, and I knew he had to get back in there at some point. But it was Justin hit some huge shots, while he was in there, and I just kind of thought it was time to get back to Q, and we kind of got everything we could get out of Justin. I think both ends. Justin went in there and played some great defense on top of stepping into some threes. So
you guys struggled defensively off the dribble for 3 quarters.
Yes.
Down the stretch, you guys were kind of much better. What kind of change there for you guys on the point of attack defense?
Yeah, it really has become a lot of point of attack offense, right? It's almost the same as the other night. It's almost they bring it across, and the guy who's bringing it across is putting their head down and trying to, just get by or force a foul or force a rotation. So just to get a couple things. We got to close. We got to square up and play physical, but we also have to, be in our gaps a little better so the driving lanes don't look so inviting. If that makes sense. We did go to a couple different coverages. We threw in I think we started the fourth. We blitzed 3 in a row, and I think we turned them over 2 of the 3. That jump started the whole quarter. I think that's about it.
Can you just talk about, I guess, the will to win tonight? You look at it, Joel, he doesn't play the final 19 minutes. Barlow goes out of the game. He talked about, they were driving the lane
Yeah, it
at
was
ease,
tough.
and then all of a sudden, guys start making big shots, and
Yeah.
and you guys pulled it out.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of, I was just kind of reminding them, it was like 10, 11. I was like, this is right where we were the other night, right? We're gonna have to make a few stops, and we're gonna have to, you guys are gonna have to get up the floor and start pulling the trigger on some plays on offense, and that's kind of what happened. We got just enough. We got a turnover or three in there, right? And then we got just enough misses where Drum was cleaning up. Again, pretty easy defensive rebound, so it's good. I mean, they shot the ball really well. I thought even in the first half, I thought we block a shot into a three. We tipped a few balls away into some threes, and those were still contested. Scramble plays, but they made them just enough at the end. We got them to miss a couple. Yeah.
Or I guess especially a young team, that they know that they can go out and pull out a victory like that.
Yeah, it was a tough one. That's a talented team. It was a talented team we played. You guys saw it. They got a lot of talent there, and find a way to win is all we're trying to do.
You're obviously in post-game mode, but tonight was your 300th win. Do you just have any thoughts on that personal milestone?
Yep, I had no idea. Must mean I'm coaching a while, so that's good. Just go for 301 on Monday. Yep.
Last question.
I'm ready, Joe. I'm ready, man.
You alluded to him earlier about how big was it just for Justin to finally see some shots fall and give you guys.
I mean, I think it was great for both Justin and Drum, because I think we're trying to figure out where they fit in and where they help us, and we obviously needed both of them desperately tonight. So it was great for those guys to play that way, and they're going to have some confidence now. Thanks, Coach. Thank you.